Happy morning to everyone. Welcome to my channel Biotech Info. So finally 20 days are left over for the NEET main examination. So we are here to give you the day one tip as a part of the strategy for the NEET examination to clear with a good score. In a previous video already I have given you how to bifurcate the chapters from the complex to the simple. If you want more tips, subscribe my channel, click the bell button, like and share. So the first chapter is the diversity of the living world. What is our first tip is you have to see the how many questions you are going to get from this unit, along with that the marks percentile. So I have given you here 4 chapters in this particular unit of diversity of living world. The first chapter is a biological classification. You are going to get 0 to 1 questions and marks percentile is 2. And living organisms 0 to 1 questions and the marks percentile is 2. And next plant kingdom 1 question you are going to get and marks percentile is 4. And next animal kingdom 2 questions we are going to expect and the total marks is 7. So total all like 15 marks average you are going to get from the diversity of the living world. So according to that only you have to plan that which chapter you have to give more importance and which chapter you have to give or you have to read at the upper layer, that's all. And on what we have to depend, I already told you that completely you have to depend on NCERT books, and while reading please highlight it with a pencil whichever you are feeling that is important. So first one is weightage, second one is we have to depend on NCERT books, and third one is a time management, how we have to manage the time. I already told you that 8 hours you have to give for sleeping and remaining 2 slots of 8 hours you can divide it for reading, and you have to divide that one into biology, physics and chemistry equally. So first slot of 8 hours, just imagine 2.5 hours plus 2.5 plus 2.5 hours and half an hour you are giving for the break. So first 2.5 hours you are going to complete the biology, next 2.5 hours chemistry, and next 2.5 hours the physics. And next one the remaining like 2.5 hours in biology, what you have to do, give 1 to 1.5 hour for reading this particular chapter of day 1. And next half an hour you have to give for the previous year question papers, that is PYQ, and next half an hour please do the MCQs of the aims you are going to get in the market. And next one, third strategy is, see, don't go for the coaching classes right now, because if you are going for the coaching classes it's a mass appeal. There is a chances of getting distraction at this particular moment. When you are going to distract, obviously you are not going to be focused and you are not going to be concentrated and you are not going to consistently read for minimum of 8 hours. So it's better to get self-isolated, self-study is a better option. And next one, day 1, it will take time. You will not even finish within 1.5 hours you can't even finish the first chapter because it is having the 4 chapters in the first unit. But day 1 when you start you will feel comfortable for the day 2, and in the day 2 maybe it is easy for you to go through in 1.5 hours, and if any time left over you can give the time for this again. Don't forget to glance on the scientist and the diagrams whichever it is present in the NCERT books. And next point is, if you are not getting concentrated or focused, or if you're feeling that so many points are there that I have to remember, so please do the linkage, please do the mind maps in your or flow charts, and then it will be easy for you to remember. And next one comes is about how to read. See, Ernest Mayr, the first chapter, first page you have about the Ernest Mayr. He has gone the triple crown of the biology. Why he has gone? It's because he has gone a Balzan Prize in 1983, International Prize for Biology in 1994, and Catford Prize in 1999. So here totally you have to remember this Ernest Mayr and why he has got triple crown of the biology. Just underline it, mark it with a pencil. And next one comes about the living and non-living differences. Just you have to remember that what is the difference between a living and non-living organism. Maybe because of the growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular organization, as well as the consciousness. That's a final point. Whichever it is there that you are not getting it, highlight it. If you are getting it, move to the next one. Biodiversity. What is a biodiversity? Number and the type of the organisms which are present in this particular earth is known as biodiversity. So what is the difference? Cellular level to the tissue level, how it is going to be organized from unicellular to multicellular. Just you have to keep in mind. And international code for botanical nomenclature, international code for the geological nomenclature. When you are reading this one, obviously you will get the identification, obviously you will get the binomial nomenclature, obviously you will get the classification, and also you will get the genus, species, as well as what is the hierarchy of the classification. Like that you have to go on moving, and whichever points you are not getting it, please highlight it to revise it for the day 2. And next comes about the next point, that is taxa. What is a taxa? Scientific term for different levels of the classification. Classification is going to depend upon the first unit called as a taxa. Study of the classification is known as a taxonomy, because you have to even focus on the what is the study of study of classification is known as taxonomy. What is known as oncology? What is known as paleontology? What is next comes systematics. That's a relationship with the surrounding environment. How the species are going to depend upon the environment, how they are going to depend upon the other organism. That study, it's going to be called it as systematics. And also books of the scientist, Systema Naturae and the plant Systema Naturae is going to give the information about what, like that. And also hierarchy of the classification, species level 2, species, genus, family, order, class, phyla and kingdom. These all you have to go through once. And next comes about the scientific names of the plants, like Triticum astium comes under which class, as well as Musca domestica comes under which order. And also you have to know about what is herbarium, what is this dry sheets, and also you have to get a note about the biological gardens. They will give you that in England the biological garden is there, but in India where that biological gardens is there, obviously in the Howrah as well as the Lucknow. And comes to the geological parks, what is a manuals, what is a monograph, you have to keep in mind these points. And next one comes is the biological classification. When we are doing, there are certain scientists, right? First one is Aristotle. He has done the biological classification on the basis of morphological characters. Then comes the Linnaeus. He has done the classification by taking into Plantae and Animalia. And third one, Whittaker, he has divided the organisms into Monera, Protista, Plantae, Animalia and fungi. And next comes is you have to keep focus on the Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae, as well as with the cell wall is made up of which substance, either it is a cellulose or a pectin or a glycoproteins, etc. And also remember to keep a note on the number of the flagella and the point of the insertion, because in this particular chapter of diversity of the living world, we have the plant as well as the animal kingdom. So we have to concentrate on that. And also life cycle of the angiosperm, and what is the microspores, what are the megaspores, and what is meant by the sporophytic and also gametophytic one. Coming to the part of the symmetry, radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry, asymmetrical, what is this one particularly, and in this particular radial symmetry, bilateral, asymmetrical one, which organisms are going to come under. And also diploblastic animals and triploblastic animals, like diploblastic ectoderm and endoderm will be there. In triploblastic you are going to have an addition of mesoderm. And also animal kingdom flowchart, like Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematohelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata. What are the animals which are coming under this particular phylus? And also Hemichordata, Chordata and their distinctive features. These all are available in the form of tabular form also in your NCERT textbook. Please do the revision regularly, go on continuously reading, and then keep a work in progress and feed the mission. Don't skip the meal or don't overeat. Hydrate yourself and choose the hard day fast and be unstoppable.